Okay, peace and love, fam. You already know what it is. You already know who it is. You know why we're here. So let's get right into it now. If you're here for what I'm here for, then that means you're here for change, and that's real change, radical change, change that we can implement and make applicable in our lives today. So, once again, it's another episode of the Angry Black Man, and I'm black out here in these streets again, and I get the right to be angry. But I only choose one thing today to be angry about, and today I'm gonna be angry about relationship, and relationship issues. I keep hearing people crying about not being in good relationships. And I always challenge people to and ask them, how are they relating to themselves? What kind of relationship are they in with themselves? So here's the thing. We cannot be in a good relationship with other people if we're not in a good relationship with ourselves. You get that? You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a good relationship with other people if you're not in a good relationship with yourself. And what I mean by that is how we relate to ourselves is how we set the standard for how other people will relate to us. And then you get mad when people relate to you, and mirror the standard that you put out. So what I mean by that, so if you're not in a good relationship with yourself, then you don't set good standards for how the rest of the world would treat you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't treat yourself well then. Because me, myself, by being in a good relationship with myself, I treat myself really well. So I set the standard for how I want the rest of the world to see me. So if I treat myself very good, then the rest of the world will treat me the same, will follow in suit. And if they don't, I need to either figure out what adjustment I need to make. Because again, if they're not treating me with the reciprocation or at the same reciprocity um, level that I'm giving out, then I can't sever those relationships. And what that means is at the quality, the level of the friendship that I put out, if people aren't giving that back to me, then I have to sever that relationship. And I'll explain that to you in just a moment. But again, by being in a good relationship with yourself, you can ask yourself the tough questions, like who you are and where you're at, and where do you want to be, and what do you need to do to get there, you know. Um, and be honest with yourself, you know, and make the adjustment. I don't get mad at people anymore, man. I just figure out or things. I don't get mad at people or things. And I don't allow them to change my emotion. And I just know what I'm dealing with or who I'm dealing with, and then I just make the adjustment. You get that? I don't get mad. I just adjust, you know. And then I can move better with them, or around them, and I can navigate my way through things, you know. Um, we are a limited resource, and being a limited resource means that we can't add value to a lot of other people' life if you are not um, getting what you give out, so that again, the law of reciprocity. um, what I pour into the relationship is what I expect to get out of the relationship. That way I don't get depleted. Because again, if let's say my relationship level, my capacity for relationships is 16 fluid ounces. I got 16 ounces of relationship inside me, right? And my container, what I can consume, is 16 ounces, right? Get that? So I can give 16 ounces of love. I consume 16 ounces of love, right? So how do I add value to 17 people or 17. That you get it, 17 ounces. I only got 16. I only got 16 ounces in me. How do I add value to 17? You know how I add value? That means I have to take away from the other relationships. So my other relationships fail because I'm trying to overextend myself. Now, again, I don't know, everybody's capacity can be different, and I'm not saying, I can only have 16 friends. That's not it. And so you gotta just understand the point that I'm trying to get across. So again, if my 16 friends or my 16 ounces, let's keep it at 16 friends so we can keep the math right. Now, my 16 friends, as I'm giving out to them, I'm giving each 16 friend an ounce of love. An ounce of love goes to all 16 of my friends, right? But then my 16 friends don't give me back what I need. They don't give me back with the law of reciprocity at the quality level. That same ounce that I give them, they don't give it back to me. So now what happens when I go to give out again? So now my capacity becomes smaller because my friends aren't giving me what I need. So what I need to do is find that friendship that's failing, because the one that's not giving back as I'm giving, I need to sever so I can keep my other relationships strong. And pruning and trees work, gardening, we call it pruning. We prune the branches so that the other ones can be stronger and grow harder, and grow bigger and grow healthier. We cut that vine off, the one that's draining us, So again, we're going to keep this at 16. Now, let's say I cut my friendship levels down. I'm now giving out at a level, and I'm receiving at that same level. What's happening? I'm staying strong, and I'm in strong relationships. You get that? I'm strong, and I'm in strong relationships. And those other meaningless relationships, I've learned to sever. And again, I'm not saying that you can't be friendly to people, but you got to understand the difference between being friendly and friends. And a lot of people, I think because we're broken and we hurt inside, we want everybody to be our friend. And we try to be everybody else's friend. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people, when they wake up, the first thing they want to do is grab their cell phones, this, that, and the other, to see who's liking my stuff. Who likes me? Who's following me? And the more likes I get, the better I feel about myself. I've got 1,000 likes. Oh my God, I must be doing. I'm good. I got to remember this just what gave me the likes, because I got to keep that same level. Or else I'm not going to feel good about myself. But here's the thing. That's why I do not check my cell phone for that first hour, because I'm liking me at that moment. I'm taking the time to like me. You get that? I'm not giving that hour away in the morning to go checking my cell phone, Facebook, and all that, and give all that energy out to something else. No, I'm focusing that energy out on me. I give me the first like. I like me first. Then every like after that is just a plus. Get that? I'm going to tell you something, man. I've been talking to a lot of weak-ass people lately. Real weak-ass people. Where they think they need other people to define them. See, in a relationship, guys, this is how a relationship goes. You either That person that you're in a relationship either defines you or you define them. You get that? The relationship is defined beyond the people that you're in the relationship. So you either relate to them or they relate to you. On some levels, you relate to each other in some, but you do that with everybody. So is everybody your friend? No. I'll be damned if you send the world a Christmas card every year. You send a Christmas card to everybody in the world. Go to the Dollar Tree. I'll be damned if you do it. I guarantee you your broke ass won't. Because if you did, you'd be broke and dumb. So you don't. Again, we have a capacity, and we can only give out what we have inside of us. And if we give out more than we have, then we have nothing left for ourselves, where we become drained emotionally, physically. It'll happen. It takes effect in other parts in your life, where now you have code disorders, multiple things happening at different times, you know. So again, with the relationship, if you can take time to relate to yourself, learn who you are and what you offer in the relationship, then you can make better choices to have better relationships. So you can, and it's okay to sever some relationships, because what happens is now you become stronger, and now that person can become stronger. They can come back in your life at another time, and now you guys can relate to each other better. You know what I'm saying? And it's different. I'm talking, y'all gotta get this. Being friends and being friendly is two different things. Being friendly, going out to have something to eat with the girls at work, and going to buy some clothes, that's friendly shit, man. That's some friendly ass shit. Going shopping, going out to eat is some friendly ass shit, you know? But when you fucked up and you scared, and you scared about life, and you can pick up the phone and call somebody and tell them your deepest, darkest secret and the thing that you're so afraid about, that person's your friend. The person that you would reluctantly call and you think twice, something's going on in your life and you just need to talk to somebody, that's your first 10. First 5, what they used to call that, your Fab 5 or your Fave 5 or something, you know, that's them. You know, those are your friends. But just because you go get something to eat with somebody and they come by, watch a movie, and then go home, that's some friendly ass shit. That doesn't mean you guys are friends. That doesn't mean they're gonna come get you when all hell is broken loose. And whatever situation you're in, they're not gonna use that situation to ever beat you up about it, make you feel bad about it. That's your friend. But the same person or the same scenario, they come pick you up, but now they telling everybody at the office, at the store, or wherever you work at, yeah, such and such called me last week. I had to go pick their ass up from the bar. They was half naked, man. That ain't your friend. When they turn around and tell you, can you give me $20 for gas when I had to come pick you up out the crack house last week when you went and spent up all y'all kids' food stamps and didn't get diapers? Could I get that $20 back for gas? Because I did come pick you up. I could get that. I could use that 20. Yeah, that's not your friend, man. Now because you ain't give them the $20, now they telling everybody. Oh, girl, guess what? Yeah, Shanika down at the motherfucking crack house last week. Girl had two dicks in her mouth. I came in there. Trying to get high. Yeah, girl, that girl trifling. Yeah, that ain't your friend. She ain't your friend. Just because she came and got you. Y'all better recognize and know the difference. So again, first friend you should be is to yourself. Be a friend to yourself. Learn how to be a friend to you. That way, at least if you don't have no friends at all, at least you got you. And I'm telling you, the only real friend you got is the one in the mirror. That's your ride or die. So if you ain't cool and you ain't taking care of him, you messed up. So I'm just trying to think of this guy's name. Something Young, something Young, something Young. I'll try and get it. But anyways, Carl Jung. Carl Jung is a psychiatrist, psychiatrist, and he talks about this theory, the shadow theory. Look it up, shadow work. His name is Carl Jung, shadow work. And in the shadow work, they talked about the collective shadow and then the personal shadow. But here's the personal shadow. And this is the reason why you need to be a friend to yourself. Because if you're not, you'll be an enemy to yourself. And the collective shadow, that friend that we think that isn't there. See, your friend is the one that you see in the mirror when you're getting dressed. Now, you don't see that person but a few minutes out the day while you're getting yourself together. Every now and then while you're looking in your rear view, you might catch a glimpse of your eyes or something. But 9 times out of 10, most people only see themselves less than 5 minutes a day. That's statistically right. Less than 5 minutes a day does someone look at themselves or see themselves. So, but the rest of the world sees you all day long. And you think that you're in charge. When you're not in charge, the person in the mirror is the one in charge. And if you fail that person in the mirror, that person in the mirror will fail you. So again, that the personal shadow is that thing inside you that'll protect you when something is going on in your life. And let's say enemy is attacking, the shadow will stand up for you and say, hey, don't do that. Leave me alone. You better not. That's that shadow. That shadow is the one that ain't gonna take no junk and stand up for you and protect you. But and the shadow will also be the one to tell you that, hey, you shouldn't do this or maybe you shouldn't do that. But you got to be real careful because the shadow will also be the one to tell you you're not pretty enough, you're not cute enough, you're not strong enough, you're not sexy enough. They'll never accept you at the job. You should never put that application. That'll be dumb. So you got to be real careful if you don't have that shadow in check. And sometimes you got to tell your shadow, hey, you shut the hell up. I ain't listening to you. That ain't it today. And I have to do that to myself. Tell me, man, shut down. So, no, I shut myself down. Nah, bro. I ain't falling for that lie. A lot. I'm telling you. So, but the thing is so like, have you ever had like, one of those moments where, something is going on and somebody say something to you and you quickly say something back and then you like, oh my God, did I say that? Now you got to defend that because you really didn't mean to say that, but you just said it. Now you got to defend it. That's the shadow. The shadow would blurt out in a bad moment. So the collective shadow is like, you at the football game and your team is won and your team just won the big game and now y'all on y'all way home and they got that energy level, from the game. The crowd is still on you, man. That's the collective shadow. You know what I mean? Everybody from the game, the stadium is buzzing, the parking lot is buzzing. Man, y'all going home and you can still feel it. When you're riding down the street, and everybody around can still feel it. That's the collective shadow, in a positive manner, but it could be in a negative manner too, like, where you got your boy Hitler. Hitler goes out and has an ideology, a one man's ideology thought, and he put it on other people, and next thing you know, there's a collective shadow. And now you got them Nazi Germans going around killing these Jews and other people um, based on ethnicity. And something that people wouldn't do right now. And you really can't say that, literally. Because again, a Hitler can rise at any moment. Who knows? Then we might be under a Hitler regime as we speak. But again, one man's ideology, and then we all buy into the collective shadow. Where for instance, I know I get a lot of people that come here from overseas. They may not tell you this. They want to be here, but they don't like it here. They don't like the Americans. They'll come here because America offers them a better way of life. But because only reason we have a better way of life is because they have a worse way of life. And they think that the institutions that we have here in America is the institutions that oppress them and their people where they are. So it's not that they don't like, so it's a collective, they don't like the collective institutions of America, and they may see each individual as that institution. They contextualize us into one thing. Americans being, the oppressor, when we individually are not oppressing them, but collectively we may be. Because again, America does its thing, and I'm not saying that we're 100% right in everything we do as Americans. And again, I'm talking about foreign policies and such. I'm not talking about its people, Oh, that water's good, man. So good. So that's another thing. Taking care of yourself. That's another way of being relatable to yourself. And when you again, you do these things for yourself, take good care of yourself in a good relationship, then you'll be more desirable and you'll be more effective in other relationships, because you'll know how you think about yourself and how you want to be related to. So you'll start to relate to people in that manner. And again, cutting relationships down is not a bad thing. And again, it doesn't say that you have to stop being friendly with people. You just got to understand who you can give yourself to and who you can't. And you can't be saying yes to other people all while saying no to you. Your yeses to others can't be a no to you. You get that? So, and that's what we do in a lot of relationships. We want other people to like us. And because we want them to like us, we'll just say yes to everything. And all while saying no to ourselves. No, because we want people to like us. People call, hey girl, can I borrow $15? All the while you need 20 at the end of the week to pay your rent. But you give her the $15 anyway. Because I want her to like me. And I want her to be my friend. So out of your need, you give to other people. Now here you are borrowing from somebody else, so you lack now. And that's what I mean about taking from other relationships and to add to the broken relationship. So I take more from good relationships. I wound up draining my good relationships because I take more from them to give to this other relationship. And that isn't a good thing either. That's not well at all. So that causes my other relationships to fall, trying to, make up for this other failing relationship. It's okay to step out of failing relationships. It's really all right, guys. I'm telling you right now, it is okay. It will make your other relationships stronger, so much stronger, by cutting off unnecessary relationships. Just know it's okay to be friendly, but know what a friend is, and know what relationships, who you're in relationship with. And relationships are giving you what you're giving them. You know what I'm saying? The girl that you work with, just because y'all eat lunch together and and y'all talk about the kids together, that don't mean y'all friends. I hope you understand that. So you don't have to people please her to make her like you. You should be liking you. It will make your other relationships so much stronger. So listen, if you heard anything that resonates with you, any truths that you can make applicable, please like, share, give this video a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. Let me know you're enjoying the content. You're not. Leave a comment. We'll get black at you again. And remember, live life out loud with purpose.